Today, we are going to go ahead and finish the Azarbaal inscription. As we saw last time, the first word is tinkhul, which is from that same root nun chet lamed, which means to acquire or to inherit. It is working alongside that infinitive absolute from the first line to give the idea you will surely inherit or you will surely acquire. Next, we have a word divider followed by a word that is somewhat ambiguous. The word that follows is mem, gimel, shin, tav, followed by a kaf. Most translations that I've seen of this take this word as starting a new clause. So what comes before doesn't do a whole lot in terms of telling us what this may mean. What we mostly agree on is that kaf there is a second masculine singular personal pronoun. Now, if the word has the root gimel, shin, tav, it's likely something that is built off of the meaning of serve, potentially present. And the mem is either the start of a participle or it is a prefixed noun form, and most translations take it as a prefixed noun form. However, the precise way to vocalize it isn't really known, so the one that I'm going to give here is just a guess. So the next line is going to start with ayin, lamed, kaf, and this is pretty much universally taken as the preposition al with another second masculine singular objective suffix, upon you. Next, we have a conjunctive vav plus the same noun that we saw before, except this time it doesn't appear that there's a suffix here. We'll talk about that again in a moment. Finally, in the last little corner of this inscription, we once again have the preposition al, but this time we have a yod, which is undoubtedly functioning here as a suffix. Let's explore that for a second. I have made it a rather big deal in the past that Old Biblian does not use matres lectiones. That means that this yod does not represent just a vowel. But we're used to, as readers of Hebrew, seeing the first common singular suffix as just this long I, and that's represented in Hebrew by that yod. However, here, it's either I or Aya, which is the spelling that I prefer. This also gives us reason to revisit the preceding noun, because it parallels in the sentence what we had before. We have your testimony, mikshatka, alka. Then we have mikshat alai. Then we have to ask, why isn't there a suffix here? Well, there is. This time, though, it is that long I that Old Biblian Phoenician would not have represented in that orthography. The reason why the vowel form is likely used here instead of the diphthong or triphthong form probably has something to do with the fact that this is a feminine word and ends in a feminine singular or plural suffix. The orthography allows for both, which might be why it is unmarked here, but the marked form is used with the ungendered pronoun. So, zooming out fully, this inscription reads, someone le Azarbaal Tishim Shik Alim Kisp Nishbut Im Nichol Tinchul Mikshatcha Alka Wa Mikshati Ali. Someone to Azarbaal 90 shekels of silver. We will settle it if you surely acquire it. Your evidence will be to you, and my evidence will be to me.